Hi, everyone. It's Madeline. Welcome back. And I am just here today to follow up with last week's post about questions that you can ask during a job shadow. And kind of like we said before, like if you have any questions to add to that list or that you've had like positive and good experiences with, please do comment and share with the rest of the community just for everyone's benefit. But I'm here today to share one of my little top secret questions that I've had a really good responses to from not only the providers I've shadowed, but I also went so far as to ask this question to my medical school interviewers, and the looks on their faces every time I would ask it was kind of priceless. So I'll kind of cut to the chase here and tell you the question, but then I'll explain why I think it's such a good question. So the question itself is, for the first part is, do you have kids? And the second part is, if so, why would you want them to pursue medicine or pursue whatever career you're talking about? And or why would you want them, in the case of like medical, like me asking the medical school interviewers, I asked, why would you want your kids to attend the University of Wisconsin, for example? And every time I'd ask that question, the interviewer would look at me with kind of a look of surprise and just be like, wow, like every time I heard like, wow, I've never been asked that insightful of a question before. And the reason I think this question really sticks with the provider that you're asking it to or the interviewer is because it takes things a step deeper. It shows that you are looking like past the superficial details of what you're observing on your job shadow, or whatever the case might be, but you're looking into like, why did this provider choose medicine? Why did this provider, like, what was the bottom line in choosing this profession, and what does that mean to my family? These providers have lived the pros and cons, the good and the bad of this career path, and what would they want versus don't want for their kids in looking at a career like this. And I think it really hits home and puts things into a very personal light, a very personal perspective as to why this provider would or would not want their career for their own kids. And I think it just really gives a very real and honest perspective of what the career path entails, because like as we all know, every career has its ups and downs and pros and cons, and this question really gets at, I think, both of those in bringing it to a more personal level. And hopefully the provider would respond honestly and say, like, this is what I love about my career. This is what I would love to see my family, the people who mean the most to me, pursue and have in their own lives. And then this is more of the negative side, and this is what I would maybe not want for my own kids. So all in all, I've been told that like interviewers had, like, my interviewers remembered me for asking that question in like our conversations after the interview day and or job shadow day, stuff like that. And like I said, I think it just really hits home. It hits on a deeper level, and it shows that you are forward thinking, you are being insightful, and taking into account what's most important to you. So that goes a long way. And yeah, so I hope you asked that question. I was a little nervous too, but it has definitely paid off. So if you do have any upcoming, job shadows or interviews or anything like that, take advantage of it and let us know how it goes. I'd be interested to hear, your experience and the response that you get. So thanks for checking in today. Thanks for listening. And if you have any questions or comments, please comment below or feel free to message me or any of the other mentors. Thank you.